All right, positive energy all the time. Good to see you all. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. There's a whole bunch of crazy talking about 50 Cent. First, I want to say right off the top, I support 50 Cent and all his endeavors, what he's doing for the community, what he's doing down in Louisiana, what he's doing for the youth, and I am a strong 50 Cent supporter, 100%. Now, if he was wrong, I wouldn't say nothing. Why? Because I keep it gangster. And if I'm riding with somebody and they do something wrong, my lips is sealed. But because he's right, I'm going to speak on it. I'll repeat it. He's right performing for Trump Jr., so I'm going to speak on it. If he was wrong, I wouldn't say nothing because I support him. And you don't turn on your people, period. Point blank, period. But he's not wrong. So let me break it down because I have a responsibility to tell the truth on his behalf, and I have a responsibility to teach my audience the facts. My audience, I'm going to tell you the facts. If I can't tell you the facts, I'm not going to tell you nothing. That's why I said if he was wrong, I wouldn't tell you nothing because it wouldn't be right for me to pretend he was right when he was wrong. So I just wouldn't say nothing. I just keep it gangster. But because he's right, I'm going to break that down to you all. I don't want you all caught up in the foolishness because that's basically this all this complaint about him performing is nonsense. Okay. And you all need to know the facts thoroughly when it comes to business and things like that. Okay. You need to know the facts and you can't let people get you emotional and now you don't know the facts. Okay. So, no, he's not doing anything wrong. That's false. False, false, false. They're putting out false information on this situation. So, come on in, rep your city. We got San Jose in the building. I'm representing Chicago. Everybody on Facebook, everybody on Kick, everybody on Twitch, everybody on YouTube, and my other Facebook account. Rep your city, represent your city, and you will get a shout out. If you don't represent your city, I don't see you. I don't see you. You can't see me. I don't see you. I only see you. You want to get a shout out? You got to give your city a shout out. We got Baltimore in the building. We got Tampa in the building. Represent your city. I'm always giving respect to the cities, right? Don't come over here and don't respect your city where you take care of your children, where you raise your money, where you deal with your grandchildren, where you got your wife, your husband, where you earn, where you lay your head. Represent where you lay your head. Represent your neighbors. I represent the city of Chicago and all my neighbors in the city of Chicago. And I make that be known. It's the rack in the building. So I want to deal with this situation. Yeah, it's false. It's false anyway. It's all false, bro. It's false. Rock Hill in the building. It's all false. This is false. This is false, King Hazy. It's false. It's false information. It's false. We're going to break it down. Look what it says 50 Cent to perform at Trump Jr.'s Club. Trump Jr.'s Club. Trump Jr.'s club. That is not a political performance just because Trump is his daddy. Just because Trump is his daddy does not mean the boy's not making his own money. He's still got to make money. Trump Jr. still got to make, he's a civilian. He's not a politician. Trump Jr. is not a politician. He's a civilian. 50 said he would not perform for Trump based on politics. He don't want to do no political performance to raise money for the Republican Party. This ain't for the Republican Party. This for Junior. This Junior money. Junior getting a bag. This got nothing to do with the daddy. What? What the hell? So people saying Trump, 50 Cent performing for Trump. 50 Cent is performing for Trump Jr. at a club. Not Trump, not the daddy. This is not a political performance. The Junior got a club. He raising money. He won't act there. That's 50 Cent's job. His job is to perform at shows. What he looked like, turning down a show and discriminating against Trump Jr. because of the daddy. Make it make some sense. What he looked like, turning down a show for the son, as a civilian, because of the daddy being a politician. What the daddy got to do with the son's civilian life? Make it make some sense. So if he turned down the son, that's a bad look. That's like, oh, you hate Trump so much, you won't do just a regular party for the son? That's a bad look. That make him look petty. Why would he do that? I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't turn down the son. I wouldn't turn down Trump's son because I don't like his daddy's policy. Those two different things. I'd mess with Trump Jr. too. I'd mess with Trump Jr. That's Trump Jr. That's not Trump. Trump not even Trump. Trump is the president. Trump is not a civilian. Junior's a civilian. Let's make this make some sense. Daddy's not a civilian. He don't want to perform for daddy. The son is a civilian. There's nothing political there. The son trying to earn money, trying to make money. There's nothing political about the son having a party. He still got a life. His life don't end because his daddy's the president. What are we doing? What? What about the grandbaby? I can't do nothing with I can't do nothing with nobody in his family because he is the president? Are you serious? Okay, that's when it's getting silly. Now you're getting silly. That's silly. And like he said he wouldn't do no show for Trump. He was saying he won't do no political show. Yes, he's a civilian. The son is a civilian. The son is only under protection based on the daddy's a president. The son can make no political. Let me ask you a question. Can the son write bills? Can the son write bills for the United States of America? Yes or no? Can the son send the military to war? Yes or no, Tay? Tay, can Donald Trump's son send the military to the Persian Gulf? Yes or no? Yes or no? Tay, if you're the CEO of Commonwealth Edison, does your son involved with Commonwealth? What are we doing? What? Yeah, he's a civilian. Secret Service protects the president and the civilians around the president, his family, which are civilians. The first lady is a civilian. First lady is not a politician. The vice president is a politician. First lady is not. Michelle has never been a politician. Michelle Obama has never been a politician. She has always been a civilian. She was married to a politician. Duh. Ruh. The only person that's the president is the one we vote for. We didn't vote for Junior. Did we vote for Junior? I didn't know we voted for Junior. What the hell? What the hell? He asked me, is the president's son a civilian? Boy, we got it. Boy, we got a lot of work to do out here. What is he? Is he a politician? What political office does he hold? Junior holds a political office? Because Biden's son, had a pipe and stuff. Biden's son was a politician. I didn't know Biden's son was a politician. I didn't know that Obama's daughters was politicians. Obama's daughters was politicians? Huh? Obama's daughters was politicians. I didn't know his daughters was politicians. I thought they were civilians. I didn't know that Obama's daughters was politicians. That's the first time I heard that. That's the first time I heard that Obama's daughters was politicians. I didn't know. Y'all confusing me. Y'all stop confusing me. Y'all confusing me. But yeah, shout out to 50 Cent. That's my man. I'm unofficially G Unit. He don't know it yet. I'm a G Unit, but 50 don't know. Shout out to G Unity Business Lab that's helping the young people learn some business, all the great things he's doing. And Shreveport, doing great, big things, great things. Support G Unity Foundation. 50 Cent, one of the greatest Black people in America today, helping the youth. Much respect for that, for sure. And much respect for G Unit Studios. I need to go down there and give me a rule. I don't want to play a gangster in one movie. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to G Unit Studios. Yeah. But I would get this straight. We're going to get this straight. Big Federal going to get it straight. Because one thing I ain't going to do, I ain't going to let them send off my audience. My audience is going to be the smartest audience in the world. Boy, you don't be making up no stuff. My audience, I protect my audience. So I'm trying to make my audience know we not doing that. We don't know. We not associating Trump Jr. with the daddy. We do it. What the hell? How is doing? First off, under what grounds do we have to refuse as a recording artist to not do a show for the Sun? That's a bad look. That make him look petty as hell. Like, okay, so since my daddy the president, you ain't gonna come do the show and I'm having a big party at my club? That's unprofessional. That's not unprofessional. Y'all don't think it's unprofessional for him not to do a show at the Sun's club because he don't agree with the political of his daddy. The party not political. The party not political. He gonna turn down money if it's a political show. 50 said he don't want to do a show for Trump as the president. He don't want to do no political show because he don't want to be looked at as supporting the Republicans or the Democrats. So he don't want to do a political show. But a show for the Sun is not a political show. A show at the Sun's club has absolutely nothing to do with politics at all. It's a party for the Sun and his business, whatever he doing. Make it make some sense. What? Politics is one thing. When it comes to politics, the president got to deal with the Congress, the Senate, and all the politicians in his cabinet and his generals and all that to make decisions based on them. The Sun ain't got nothing to do with none of that. The Sun not a politician. It don't even matter what the Sun believe or nothing. He not in office. He a businessman. He's a businessman. He's having a party. He invite me. This is a big deal. Yeah, I'm finna go rock it out. It's going to be women there trying to have a good time. Everybody going to that party to have fun. Nobody's going there to talk about politics. It's not, come on, everything the Sun do is political? No, it's a party for his club. He didn't invested in a club. He trying to pack it. It's a big honor that he want 50 there. You know why he want 50 there? He wants 50 there because 50 one of the biggest rappers that's multicultural. 50 one of the biggest rappers that perform for anybody. Greeks, Romans, Italians, Black, African, whatever. 50 known for performing all over the world for everybody. When I went to see 50 Cent, I took my grandson. Next to us was a white lady, and I think her husband. PJ was next to the white lady. PJ kept leaning on the white lady's hips and stuff because he a baby, he little, so he don't know to sit up. I kept telling PJ, sit up, don't lean on her. She like, that's all right. Why? Because she got kids. And PJ was the only kid there. So he was a superstar. So the lady didn't mind the baby laying on her like that. Really, she enjoyed it. She was probably thinking, I should have bought Tangy and Maurice. When she was thinking, hey, Alexis, when that lady was there and PJ kept laying on her, wasn't that lady thinking, I should have bought my kids? Wasn't she, Alexis? When she seen I bought my grandson, she was thinking, I should have bought my kids. I should have bought my kids to see this too. That's what she was thinking. So PJ helped relieve her probably of the guilt of not bringing her kids. Because my grandson was a superstar. Everybody was grabbing on him. Everybody was saying, what are you doing here? Oh my God. He like, my granddaddy bought me. He like, you got the greatest granddaddy in the world. When he was outside, that was like, wow, how old are you? He was the only little kid there. And they were like, you are so lucky. That's what they were saying. They was telling me, he didn't even know what 50 Cent was. He didn't know no songs or nothing. They said, you are so lucky. When he get older and he find out who 50 is, well, he start watching all the TV shows. So by now, you know who it is. So now you know he at school. Yeah, I seen 50. I seen 50 Cent. You know, now he probably bragging. Yeah, but yeah, he's probably bragging now. He's probably bragging. When they did go, go, it's your birthday, and all the stuff started falling down on him and all the confetti and stuff, he was just like, he was just in know, he was like, whoa, you know. But all them ladies, all them white ladies and Hispanic and black ladies, when they seen that little male, and they all mommies and stuff, they was tripping over that baby. Y'all know how ladies is with kids. Man, they was a grabbing and kissing on that baby and grabbing and hugging that baby. When he walked down the street, they was following him. What are you doing here? They kept saying, "Oh my God, what are you doing here?" I was like, I wish I could have seen something like this. They was tripping. They was tripping out. Oh, the show was off the chain. He's like one of the best performers. So who in the hell don't want 50? Come on, man. Who in the hell got some money, don't want 50 Cent to perform? That's the hottest performer right now. He's the number one multicultural performer in the world right now. He's the number one that can perform it. Everybody know. Go, shorty. It's your birthday. The Greeks know it. The Arabs know it. The Chinese know it. Everybody know 50 Cent. Everybody know 50 Cent. They love him. He's very mannerable. He's very nice. He's known, he's seen with people all over the world. He doesn't push any type of racial. So he makes everybody feel at home. He's the perfect person to perform at that. If you want to get some money, if you want to look big. That's why Trump Jr. got him. Trump Jr. like, man, I need 50 Cent. I want my thing to pop off. You know what I'm saying? I want my thing to pop off. So it's just totally crazy for people to be selling a false narrative that he doing something for Trump. That's real disingenuous, I'm gonna tell you. Just because it's the Trump name. That's foul. That's foul to try to tie this performance into the daddy. That's foul. That's foul as hell right there. That's foul. This ain't got nothing to do with the daddy. And they represent New York, but this ain't got nothing to do with the daddy. The daddy gonna be long gone, and the son and 50 gonna still be alive. Your nephew got to meet him. He's real down to earth. He's a cool brother. He's grown up. He started making changes early, removed himself from that early 50 Cent. That's why he went and made peace with Fat Joe. He cool with Jada Kiss. He not into all that no more. He's a businessman. And his show is off the damn chain. I'll tell you something. By next year, watch everybody's show. Kanye's always had a crazy show. He's always had a really great way out show. But everybody else's show was mediocre. 50 Cent show is unbelievable. The amount of money he invests into his show. His shows are so nice. Then he has all the ladies dancing. He has dancers and all that. You know what I'm saying? He has all the ladies dancing. He has all of that. It's a really great show. So I'm trying to figure out why a foundation of Black Americans trying to associate this performance with the politics of Donald Trump. I'm trying to see how performing at a club for the Sun has anything to do with politics. And they said, well, he said he wouldn't mess with Trump. He said he wouldn't mess with Donald Trump. This ain't Donald Trump. Why is people playing on words? This is Trump Jr. This is not Donald Trump. And when 50 said he wouldn't mess with Donald Trump, he meant politically that he didn't want to perform at no Republican political event to raise money for the Republican Party. This is not raising money for the Republican Party. This is raising money for the son's ventures. This is not a political venture. This has nothing to do with politics. This is the son trying to get his own money. Life still go on. Them kids got to raise money. His daughter, his two sons, they got to raise money. They got to make a living. Why wouldn't a son take advantage of being famous and get some money? If my daddy was the president, I would be doing the same thing he's doing. That ain't got nothing to do with a party. Your mindset ain't got nothing to do with you paying me to do a party. So, Anthony, if my mindset a certain way and I'm having a party, let's say you're a plumber and my mindset a certain way and I want to hire you to come do some plumbing, you're not going to do it, huh? You're not going to come do the plumbing because some kind of way the plumbing got something to do with my mindset? That what you telling me? What that plumbing, what my mindset got to do with you making you some money? So you're telling me my mindset would stop you from making some money. You wouldn't go make the money for some type of philosophical reason that ain't got nothing to do with the plumbing. That what you telling me? So you're telling me if you was a big star and you perform and somebody who daddy got a belief you don't believe wanted you to come do a big show at a club, you wouldn't do it because of their daddy's belief system. So you wouldn't go get the money as a performer. You would mix your business with the daddy's politics. That what you said? All right. So if I wanted to pay you $1 million, would you refuse the $1 million because people will say you shouldn't mess with Pharaoh? You'll leave the money on the table? You'll let people talk you out the bag? Because let me tell y'all something. I'll go get the money. Fuck what y'all talk about. Fuck out of here. I'm the realest nigga alive. Look at me. If Donald Trump Jr. wanted to pay me to do a show, what would I do it? Yes or no? Would I go get the bag? Yes or no? Would I give a damn about the daddy's beliefs at all? Or would I be trying to give a good show? Let's look at me. What would I do? What would I do? What would I do? If somebody wanted to pay me to perform at a show, I'm finna rap my raps. My raps ain't political. It ain't the daddy, it's the son having a party. What would Big Pharaoh do? I sure wouldn't listen to no niggas in the chat. Nigga, you in the chat. You know what I'm saying? You the last motherfucker I'm gonna listen to is a motherfucker in the chat. Come on, bro. I'm not listening to no nigga in the chat when I'm supposed to go get a bag. Man, listen. Get the hell out of here. I'm finna go get this money. It's a party at a club. I can't expect you to think no business way. Y'all don't want to admit that that's totally ridiculous to not want the man to perform at a club that ain't got nothing to do with politics. Because somebody say it's the mindset. Is that mindset going to be at the party? Is the party based on that mindset? Hold on. I'm confused. Is the party, are they going to be in there? We Republicans, and is that the party? Hold on, wait a minute. He said the mindset. So they finna have a Donald Trump mindset party at the club? So the women ain't coming trying to have sex. They ain't thinking about sex. They ain't partying. They there. Politics, immigrants. That's the party. So the club, they're going to be in the club thinking about immigration. Immigration. at the Sun party. So my daddy is the president. I have a party. And my daddy the president. If I have a party, we gonna be in there on my daddy shit, huh? That what you saying, Anthony? That when I have my party, I can't never just have a party try to give me a bag. You telling me that I'm never gonna think about getting a bag. But when I have my party, I'm gonna be on my daddy shit. Let me ask you something, Anthony. So if your daddy was the president and you was making money, you wanted to raise some money, and you do a concert, you telling me that the concert would be based on your daddy and what your daddy think. Is that what you telling me? That you couldn't have no concert, your concert would be based on what your daddy think. I just try to figure it out. You telling me that if that was your daddy and you had a party, it would be based on your dad, that you would still. That ain't got nothing to do with no party. What that got to do with the club? The son having a party at the club. See, this where it gets, this why I can't, that's why I can't, okay, this why I can't deal with it at. When it start going out of politics and going into secular, that's why I can't. That's where you got to miss me. When it turns into nutism and it turns to the kids and everybody is 100% thinking about politics, that's why I can't mess with you. That's why I can't mess with you. It ain't just about the money. This is a civilian, okay? It's not just about him getting money. It's a bad look for him to turn down doing a party because the man, Daddy Trump, that's bad business. That make you look like listen, that's far worse than y'all complaining. The worst thing he could do is turn down a party for Trump's son that ain't got nothing to do with politics. That's a bad look. That'll make the daddy target you. The daddy be like, he did what? Now Trump will target you. Because you're doing too much. That's too much. That's too much. On top of that, if I don't do it, the daddy gonna target me. If I do it, I got some favors coming. We gangsters. Am I gonna pass up favors from Trump? Because of any of y'all over here? I'm not gonna do the son. I'm finna damn sure do the son party. Now, if I do a show, vote Republican, that's selling out. That would be selling out. If I did a Republican fundraiser, that would be selling out after he said he wouldn't do that. That would be selling out. That would be selling out, but I'm a gangster and I support 50 Cent. So if he did a Republican fundraiser, guess what I would say? Nothing. I don't know nothing. I wouldn't speak on it. I'm going to keep it gangster. I don't speak on that. I'm speaking on this because he's right. If he was wrong, I wouldn't speak on it. At least I'm honest. If 50 Cent was wrong, I wouldn't speak on it because I support 50 Cent. Act like nothing happened. I'm totally keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. I'm not going to push nothing wrong to y'all. I'm not going to push nothing wrong to y'all. No, it ain't 100. No, that's not 100. But how would you know it's not 100 if I didn't say nothing? And I don't know you. I don't know you shit. I don't got to be 100 with you. What do I get for being 100 with somebody in the chat? I don't know. I don't get nothing for being 100 with you. I don't even know you. I don't even got to be 10 with you. I don't know you. I don't owe you shit. I'm just saying. I don't got to be 100 with you at all. As a matter of fact, You ain't hit no super chat or nothing. You ain't sent me $5. You talking about being 100. Listen, imagine somebody talking about being 100 that watch me, don't make no contributions, nothing. He talking about that's not 100. Nigga ain't sent me $5 stinking ass dollars. You ain't 100. Hit the super chat. Shit, or shut the fuck up to me. Boy, don't be talking to me. Boy, listen. You show me you 100. Super chat, Cash App, Venmo. Everybody wants you to be 100, but they only 3 cents. You ain't 100. You coming over here for free, watching me for free. You ain't support your channel like that, but you want me to be 100? You ain't even 100. You ain't no 100. Where you 100? Show me you 100. Show me where you 100 with me. You ain't 100. You not 100. You ain't even 1 cent. I don't owe you shit, bruh. I don't even know you. And that is 100. That's definitely 100. Listen, if 50 Cent did something wrong and I wouldn't speak on it, and I told y'all that, ain't that 100? Ain't I keeping it 100? Hold on. You don't even know what 100 is. I said if 50 was wrong, I wouldn't speak on it, right? Telling y'all that, ain't that 100? So you don't even know what 100 is. Is that not 100 that I told y'all? That's 100, ain't it? I kept it 100. He don't even know what 100 is. I told y'all that if he was wrong, I just wouldn't say nothing. Telling you that is 100. Telling you that is 100, ain't it? I kept it 100. If he was wrong, I just wouldn't speak on it. I wouldn't support him if he was wrong. I would listen. If he was wrong, I would not come and support him just because I support him. I just wouldn't say nothing. I wouldn't support it, and that's the part he leaving out. I said I wouldn't say nothing. If he was wrong, I wouldn't come over here and say, yeah, he ain't doing nothing wrong. I wouldn't do that because that's selling out, right? If I know he's wrong and I come tell y'all he ain't wrong, that's selling out. But if that's my man and I support him, I just wouldn't say nothing. I wouldn't sell out. I just wouldn't say nothing. I wouldn't speak on it. I plead the fifth. That's 100. At least I'm not selling out. At least I wouldn't be promoting it. But he's not wrong, so I'm speaking on it. That's 100. I'm keeping it 100. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. That's why I'm speaking on it. Listen, I would never come tell my audience that he's not wrong. I'm going to tell you. That's what I'm trying to say. If he was wrong, I would not tell y'all he's not wrong on everything I love. On everything I love, if he was wrong, I would never come tell y'all he's not wrong. That's bogus. I would not do that. I would just not say nothing for diplomacy purposes like that. I just wouldn't say nothing if it's somebody I support. But I would not come because I'm going to put my audience in front of him. My audience going to go before him. So I'm not going to come. Like a lot of times, if certain black people that's in high power do something wrong, I don't say nothing because I don't be wanting to say that in front of white America because we got it hard enough as it is. Now, you might say that ain't 100, but white America do it all the time. White America don't out they self. Show me where white America out they people. They don't out them, even when they know they wrong. Am I lying? They might not support them, but white America will not, a lot of white Americans will not out their own people. A lot of white Americans, when they see Trump is wrong, they just don't say nothing. Am I lying? What the hell is you talking about? I said he's right. What the hell? Look, he crazy. He said, why you out 50 Cent? And I said 50 Cent is right. What's wrong with you? He said, I said 50 Cent is right for doing this. He called that outing. What's wrong with you? You drunk or something? You drunk. I said 50 right for doing this show. He, you drunk, huh? You drunk? Oh, you confused. Okay. No, I'm saying 50 Cent right. Because he not doing this show for Trump in South Florida. I'm saying he right because the son having a party and all he's doing performing for the son's party. There's nothing political there. I'm saying when the son have a party, that's not political. The son got to make money. Am I right, South Florida? The son got to make money. So the son got a club. So the son want to have a party to make money. The son still got to make money. So he hired a rapper that everybody liked to come and perform at the party. But that's not the daddy. So I'm saying that's not political. That's not political. There's nothing wrong with him doing a party for Donald Trump Jr. That has nothing to do with the daddy. That's what I'm saying, South Florida. Am I right? That don't got nothing to do with the daddy, do it. That don't got nothing to do with the daddy. The Junior raising money on his own at a party. That's not political. What would be political is a Republican fundraiser would be political. No, it's not. You slow. You slow. No, it's not. You slow. And you're no good for the community. They should never listen to nobody like you slow. That's like your mama is a fireman and everything you do is for the fire department. You slow. Right. Right. He didn't do that. He said he wouldn't do that. He performing for the son. The son got a club, South Florida. The son got a club. I don't believe in hating the son because of the daddy. I just don't believe in that. I don't believe to blame the family for the political relative. I don't believe in blaming Obama's daughters. What did Obama's daughters got to do with the daddy? Like what Trump Jr. got to having a party at a club he owned? What the hell that got to do? That ain't even a political part. That's not even a political event. So Donald Trump Jr. can't make no money or have no party or nothing. He can't do nothing because his daddy's Donald Trump. Everything he's do is political. That don't even make no sense. That's what this person say. This person say that the man is stuck to his daddy, so the man can't make no money or do nothing because everything is connected to his daddy because his daddy is the president. And that makes sense. That don't even make no sense. That the son can't do no business or nothing. And that if you do a show for the son, you promoting the daddy who can't run for office no more. Tay is slow as hell because you can't help Trump because Trump can't run for office no more. So it wouldn't even make sense to have a party to help Trump because Trump only got 2 more years and he's not running for re-election. So the only way to raise money for Trump would be for re-election. So Tay not only is slow, he don't know nothing about politics. There is nothing that you can do for Donald Trump. He ain't running no more. He doesn't need political concerts and campaigns anymore. Like, what the hell would Trump need a political party a thing for? So you don't know nothing about politics at all. I mean, absolutely nothing. You just got caught up with this anti-Trump stuff, and so you can't think normal. You're taking it too far. You see, some people, they take it too far. They get too emotional into this. They start mixing everything together. Of course, the son is going to step up his private businesses to raise money. His daddy's old. How much longer his daddy going to live? They got to make some money. Would I go to his restaurant because I don't like his daddy? I absolutely would go to his restaurant. I don't like his daddy's policy. I don't personally hate Trump. I don't like Donald Trump's some of his things he doing politically. Some of the things I do like throw the Haitians out. I agree with that. They got to get out. It was temporary. You came here temporary. It's time to go. So I don't just throw the baby out with the bathwater. I think some things Trump doing is right. Definitely, it was too many immigrants here, too many Venezuelans, too many people, and we ain't feeding our own people. I don't see what immigration that's not monitored is good. Immigration has to be monitored. If I got a house, I can't just open my door and let everybody come to my house. And what's crazy about a lot of Americans, you want the country to do something that you won't do in your own house. Open your door and let a bunch of immigrants come live in your house then. America's a house where we live at. And we have to have it some type of order. We just can't let everybody come. We don't have enough room for the whole world. Who believes everybody from South America could live in America? So it's limited anyway. So even if you left the door open, they're still going to get to a point where you would have to close it. Can everybody in South and Central America live in the United States? No. So there's got to be some kind of way to say that's too many people. People have to come in a way where we could deal with them. They just can't run across the border like that. And it's funny for people to support people running across the border, but then you got your door locked. You got an alarm on your house. You got a front and back door locked. You got an alarm on your car. You got to close your garage. Everybody can't come into your garage. This don't mean I hate people. Yeah, he went after Somalians, but Somalians, when you come, listen, let me ask you something. If I come to your house and y'all eat, let me ask you a question. If I come to your house, you let me live with you. I come to your house. And when y'all eat, everybody take their plate and wipe it into the garbage. Then you rinse it. And then you sit in the sink and run water on it, and you make sure there's no food in the sink. Now, if you're trying to help me out, me and my family, and you say we could come live with you, and we come live with you, but we put food in the sink, we don't wipe the plate out, we don't rinse it out, are we going to be welcome to stay in your home? Yes or no? Just give me a yes or a no. Are we going to be welcome to stay in your home if we don't acclimate to the way you take care of your home? Yes or no? Simple question. Because everybody trying to play stupid. Big Pharaoh going to break it down. If we don't acclimate to the way you live in your home, the gaming files, are you going to let us stay in your home? I didn't ask you that. I didn't ask you that. I didn't ask, nope. See, here go the phonies. See, you phony. You phony. I'm not going to respond. Okay, listen. You made a statement, and I asked you a question. If you don't address that question, I got to get you out of here. Because now you're not a decent person. You owe me the decency to respond to me first. You can't just keep stacking statements. Because I see what you're going to do. You want to keep stacking statements. I ask you a simple question. If I came into your home and you invited me and my family to your home, and we didn't acclimate to the way y'all live, we didn't clean up after ourselves, we had trash everywhere, would we be welcome to stay in your home? Yes or no? He ain't gonna answer. I don't talk to people like that. I don't talk to me, people like the gaming, they are not decent people to talk to. Because a decent person, they respond. Once they don't respond, they're not decent. So how could he say anything when he's not a decent person? He doesn't even have to respect the fact that I asked him a question and I'm responding to him. So what he gonna do is just not respond back, which is disrespect. You're disrespectful. So I wouldn't want you in my house. I would deport you. Yes, I would deport you. Because in my house, if you ask me something, I respond. If I ask you something, you didn't respond, I make you get out. And if your family was like you, I know I wouldn't want them in my house. I wouldn't want you in my house. I wouldn't want you in my house. You can't come in my house and just do it the way you want to do it. So you can't speak for immigrants because you're not decent. You're not a decent person. You're not a fair, honest person. You wasted my damn time. I wasted time talking to you. You're a waste of time. You're a person that only want to keep talking and you don't want to respond. You don't respect. You're like, well, he responded to me. Let me respond. You don't got no respect. That's why you got that stupid, ugly dog on your picture that I wouldn't let come live with me either because I don't want your dog in my house like that. Ain't no telling what he doing around there. All right, let me get rid of you. Yeah, let me get rid of you. Yeah, you got to go. See what I'm saying? So the problem with immigrants is they're not adapting to the American lifestyle. And it's temporary. The Haitians, that was temporary. Time is up. If I tell you you could come stay in my house for 3 months, and I look up 3 years later, you still there, you got to go. You got to go. The Haitians got to get the hell out of here. On top of that, for the Haitians to come in a majority white country, where black Americans did a lot to set everything up and not really function with black Americans like that, bye, get your ass out. Because there ain't no way we standing up for somebody that never dealt with us. As far as I'm concerned, all the black immigrants need to get the fuck out. As far as I'm concerned, the Africans too. If black Americans don't have no relationship with you, get out. Don't try to talk no black stuff to me, because if you was black, we would have some type of relationship. Don't come here and shun us and stay away from us, and then the white Americans want to throw you out and then think we're going to stand up for somebody that never messed with us. Black immigrants suck. They're a disgrace to their race. The black immigrants that came here to see all we did to try to move up, that never came and picked up a shovel, and never came to help us, and just came to live off us, get the hell out of here. If it was up to me, I'd throw all the black immigrants out. You ain't no benefit to me. Bye. That's for the Caribbeans, the Africans, all of them. Throw them out. What you want me to do? I don't know you. I don't have no relationship with you. That's your fault. Get out. We've been here struggling to make it so that you can even come here. And then you come here on our backs and our struggle and don't say thank you or nothing. Get out. Bye. What we losing? Nobody care about you leaving if there was no benefit to them. What we losing? All right then. This is how the world go. We ain't losing nothing. So get out. As a matter of fact, the only thing we losing is an enemy. You're really an enemy. A lot of black immigrants hate us. Facts. They don't dislike whites. They don't dislike Hispanics. The only people they dislike is the people black, just like them. Tell me I'm lying. Self-hate. That's why you had to run from where you was at, because that's all y'all do down there is self-hate. We don't got to run because we don't self-hate each other enough, but we got to run. The reason black immigrants got to run is because black immigrants got self-hate in their countries. Let's just be honest. That the Africans hate the Africans, the Caribbeans hate each other, and the Haitians hate each other. So that's why they have to leave. Because they cannot help each other build. They cannot fix their countries. They cannot get together and pick up a broom and sweep around there or nothing. They can't do nothing together. So what make us think they're going to come over here and do something together? I've been around a lot of Rosses that came to the United States, and what did they do? Nothing. They didn't add nothing. I mean, zero. They talk all that super black Marcus Garvey, Ali Selassie nonsense, and you can't show me zero economically or politically to benefit black people that they brought to the table. They didn't bring nothing to the table. Not that I've seen. It was all a bunch of talk. They ain't bring nothing to the table. But back to this 50 Cent situation, I just wanted my audience to know, don't y'all get caught up into this crazy situation where they trying to make it like 50 Cent is supporting MAGA. The Sun having a party, that's not a MAGA event. So just because you're a MAGA, that don't make your party MAGA. I think that blacks politically is making a mistake when they start listing everything as MAGA. I think that's bad. It's like the little boy that cried wolf. If we cried wolf too much, when a real wolf come, ain't nobody gonna believe us. So I don't look at Donald Trump Jr.'s party as no MAGA party. I don't believe he's having no MAGA party. I just don't believe that. As a businessman, it wouldn't be smart for Donald Trump Jr. to have a club and push politics, because there's a lot of people that's not political at all. And so if I got a club, do I just want MAGA Republicans to come to my club? No, I want everybody to come to my club. I wouldn't want my club to be political. I just wouldn't want that. That's a loss of money. And I wouldn't want my club to have no type of political thing. So I can't believe as a business person that Donald Trump Jr., I don't believe he's going to try to introduce no political, because he's going to try to get from under politics, because that's his daddy. He's not going to want to walk around and be MAGA in his regular life. I just don't believe that. I wouldn't. And I always put myself in somebody else's shoe. If Donald Trump was my daddy, everything I do would not be MAGA. I'm going to just keep it real. No way. I want to have a regular life. My daddy is that. I wouldn't want to be associated with my daddy's political life. Me, I'm only speaking for myself. And so I owe other people the courtesy to think of them like I think of myself. I do not believe if I met Donald Jr., I would not associate his daddy with him. I just wouldn't. I would deal with him based on how he deal with me. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't even bring up his daddy. I wouldn't bring up his daddy. On my soul, I wouldn't. If I met Donald Trump Jr., I'd be glad to meet him, and it'd be nice meeting him, and that's that. I would not tie him to his daddy. If I met Obama's daughter, I wouldn't tie them to Barack. I wouldn't do that. That's crazy. The children ain't got nothing to do with their parents' political aspirations like that. They have to live with it. They get introduced as that person, but that don't mean in their heart that that's who they are every day they wake up. I'm sure they suffer from some of the negative things their daddy did. I bet you they don't agree with all that, but they can't say nothing. That's their daddy. So anything Donald Jr. don't agree with his daddy, he not going to say nothing. He going to keep it gangster. But you cannot tell me. I don't know no children that agree with their daddy like that. Okay? I don't know nobody that agree 100% with their daddy. Not that I know of. Most offspring don't like a lot of stuff daddy doing, to be honest with you. And so this could easily be Donald Trump Jr. trying to really break away from that whole Republican thing and just have a party. Like, listen, this is just a party. That's why 50 Cent took it. I'm sure he looked in there and said, no, this ain't. I'm sure 50 asked him, because 50 done told everybody, I'm not doing no political stuff. I know if he said that as a businessman and Donald Trump Jr. invited him, I'm sure he got that straight. Is this a political? He like, no, this is a grand opening for the club. Or this is something for the club. Back then. Because you can't tell me that 50 going to go out here, right? Who believes 50 going to go out here and say he not going to do nothing political for Trump and turn around and do a party for the son? Like, I don't believe in playing my brothers like they stupid. Like, I'm going to always give 50, he's my brother. I'm going to give him the benefit of doubt. I'm not going to act like he's stupid. Like, that man is not going to do the opposite of what he said. I don't believe that. I don't believe he say he not going to do no things and raise no money for no political party. I don't believe he would turn around and do that. This is not political. And if it's not political and he refused it, now he looked petty. This would be a bad look for 50 if he didn't do the show because of the daddy's political life. That's a bad look. Tell me I'm lying. That's the worst look. That's worse than doing the show. What's worse is for him not to do it just because the boy daddy is Trump. That's bad. That's bad for business too, because he's not political. So if he's not political, he gonna do the show. That don't make no sense. 50 ain't doing politics, so he gonna do the show. It's foul for them trying to say he doing MAGA show. That's foul, bro. Nothing about that party say nothing about no damn MAGA. That boy not MAGA like that. That boy not MAGA like that. The only people MAGA is some of them people up in the White House with Trump like that. Junior ain't no damn MAGA. Come on, I'll be outside. Y'all believe Donald Trump Jr. MAGA? Donald Trump Jr., you'd be surprised probably what he be saying in private about all that stuff. Because I know for sure Trump's daughter ain't MAGA. She taking care of business. She 100% taking care of the business. She ain't MAGA either. And I'm going to be honest with you, Trump ain't MAGA either. Trump a hustle. Trump will say any damn thing. Man, Trump ain't no damn MAGA. Trump will say that, make America great again. They the one turned that shit into MAGA. He never said MAGA. He just said make America great again. They like, yeah, MAGA. He like, yeah, whatever. Because you can't show me where he pushed no MAGA. They pushed it. He said, cool for votes. Yeah, MAGA. Yeah, vote for me. Yeah, whatever. I don't believe Trump is really into none of that like that. I don't believe that. They trying to find an excuse to 850 because black people don't like blacks with money. They don't. And they always trying to put salt on their own people. You know what I'm saying? They always trying to put salt on their own people. But the problem is that if you do that, you're not teaching black people business. And that's the point of me. I'm trying to teach my people business. Right? So when it comes to business, business is business. Right? Now this dude, he don't got no business about himself, right? He don't even make himself look decent on this picture, right? So he ain't about no business, right? Because this is about business, right? Now, as far as trolling on the internet in the hood, anything you're not gonna say face to face, you don't get no brownie points, all right? So in the hood where we from, you a goofy, okay? You're a goofy. Where we from? This is big business talk. You got on a t-shirt with some breasts. You need to do some push-ups. Why my chest better than yours and all that? You over here on some bozo stuff. I'm talking business. I'm teaching black people business. This is business. And this is business on both sides. This is Donald Trump Jr. going into business. Daddy finna be out of there. He got to make some money. So we got a club. From Donald Trump Jr.'s side, he's smart as hell. He went and took that money, got a club, and he got 50 Cent performing. That's good business, that's smart business. Because 50 hot right now, and 50 multicultural too, right? And 50 not in the politics. So this is helping Donald Jr. not be political. Because 50, see, when 50 came out and said, I'm not political, I'm not doing no political show, that make it perfect for Donald Jr. to hire 50 to make his show non-political. So if you really look at it from a business point of view, this is Trump Jr. trying to kind of slowly separate himself from the politics because daddy finna be out of office. So there's no way Donald Jr. want to be connected to MAGA. MAGA's over. 2 years and it's a wrap. He don't want to be connected to that. He don't want to be connected to that. Cost to join the executive branch. Listen, he get paid to do the show. You do understand that. Let me ask you something. How much you think they paying 50 to do that show? And would you pass up that money? First, how much you think they paying them? And if you was 50 Cent, would you leave that money on the table? Would you go get that money? Simple. If you don't answer, I can't talk to you no more. How much you think they paying them to come and perform at a club? The son is not executive branch because the son ain't no politician. So that don't make no sense. You don't know politics. The son is not an executive at all. He's just a son. Listen, he calling the son the executive branch. That's a lack of knowledge. The son is not executive branch. The son doesn't hold no political office. So Obama's daughters was the executive branch. See, a lot of this shit is foolishness, right? I'm trying to protect my audience from the foolishness. Okay. He said that's the executive branch. Come on. I don't want black Americans to be like that. I want y'all to be intelligent. Some of these people, they caught up in the politics and then they saying stuff that don't make no sense. Okay? They saying stuff that don't make no sense because they didn't got caught up in the politics. Because he said the executive branch. Are these two girls a part of the executive branch when they daddy? No. The only person executive is Barack. Michelle and the daughters is not a part of the executive. Listen, if Michelle and the daughters have a party, that has nothing to do with politics. It's only one person here that's political. Donald Trump's son is not political. He's just the son of a politician, but he got no political office. What the hell you mean executive branch? When you say 50 trying to join the executive branch, that means you didn't do well in school. You didn't pay attention in school. Because the executive branch is not having a party at the club. That's not executive. That's a party. An executive branch party would be a fundraiser for some politician. Not no party, not no 50 Cent singing at no club is not political, dude. But I guess in this new slow ass world, like the internet's making people more slow. There's nothing political about this party. This party is all business. A club is business. Getting a good performer to pack the club is business. This is about packing the club. And by bringing 50 Cent, that's just trying to make the club not be MAGA. 50 Cent gonna bring in a bunch of black people, a bunch of Hispanics. Really having 50 Cent performance is getting away from the racial makeup of MAGA. To be honest with you, if you really look at it, you know what I'm saying? This party looks like an attempt for the son to try to be normal. Listen, I'm trying to go back to normal life because it ain't no way. If you're trying to promote MAGA, you're going to book 50 Cent because 50 Cent going to attract a multicultural crowd. 50 Cent ain't going to attract just Republicans or nothing. 50 Cent going to attract everybody. I went to the show. The whole world was in there. There's no way. If I'm just saying, if it's me and I'm Trump's son and I'm trying to be on some MAGA stuff, I ain't booking 50 Cent. I'm not going to book 50 Cent because a whole bunch of black people and everybody finna come. If I book 50 Cent, I'm trying to get money. I'm trying to pack my club. If I book 50 Cent, I'm trying to pack my club with a whole bunch of fine-ass ladies. Because that's who coming. I ain't trying to do nothing political, not with 50 Cent, and 50 know that. I'm trying to help black people because they trying to tell black people that this MAGA, and it's not. And our people already ain't doing good with business. The last thing we knew is somebody giving us bad examples of the business move. We need to know about business. This is a good business move. Donald Jr. smart. He trying to get his club. He trying to get a bag. He trying to make some money. We need to be doing the same thing. We need to be booking 50 Cent in some clubs. I'm just saying. Junior trying to get some money. And I ain't the type of person that hate his sons because of the daddy. I don't do all that. I don't mix all that together. Like, I'm not finna mix the sons with the daddy. I ain't finna do all that. That's too much. Typically, the children don't see nothing we trying to say exactly like we say it. But they, by their daddy being Trump, they can't come out and speak against him. But them boys don't agree with all that shit they daddy said. Y'all live in the real world and not. Who believe them boys agree with everything? Yeah, Michael said Republicans buy my shoes too. Who believe them boys believe everything they like everything they daddy said? If you do, you ain't no parent. What parent believe that Trump's son love and agree with everything they daddy said? Standing on everything they did. Who believe that? Because you're the only parent, especially if you're a parent, you ain't got no kids. You definitely, I ain't never seen no kids like that. You can only imagine with the privacy, they probably don't say nothing against their dad because people will go to TMZ. So they smart enough not to say their feelings because they know people is rats and go back and say something. But you can only imagine what them two boys say to each other about their daddy, especially when their daddy be tripping. Ja Rule gonna be on the show too? I didn't hear that. I don't know. I didn't hear that. You just making stuff up. Okay, 50 Cent and Ja Rule perform. Okay, so it said 50 Cent reportedly set to perform. I don't see Ja Rule. Okay, report 50 Cent, Ja Rule, Timberland among performers at Donald Trump Jr.'s mega event. You're right. It do say that. It say they set to perform, but they ain't gonna perform together. It do say that. That's interesting. 50 Cent, Ja Rule, and Timberland among performers at Donald Trump Jr.'s MAGA. Why they call it MAGA event on America's 250? Oh, because it's on the 250th anniversary of America. That ain't MAGA though. I don't see the 250th anniversary of the country as MAGA. Is that MAGA? The country is 250 years old. So anything that happened while Trump is in office is MAGA. The 250th anniversary of America, that's MAGA? That don't sound right. How's that MAGA? Just because he happened to be the president right now? Because it's going to be the 250th no matter who president. How's that MAGA? See, they misusing the MAGA stuff. They putting everything as MAGA. How is the 250th anniversary of the country MAGA? So the 250th anniversary of America is Republican? Yeah, okay. See, this is getting silly. As far as Ja Rule and 50 Cent, they're not going to be on the stage together. They're probably going to make sure one come, leave, and the other one come. They're not going to let them. Security is going to make sure they don't cross. They're not going to cross paths. Trust me. Ja Rule's going to perform way hours before 50. Ja Rule going to perform early and be gone. And when 50 of them get there, Ja Rule won't even be there. They're not going to let Ja Rule be there. Okay, so this is the 250th anniversary of the United States. That's smart. That's a good party. That's smart. I don't like politicizing that with MAGA and Democrat and all that. The country's birthday is the country's birthday, and whoever is the president should not get attached to the 250th anniversary of the country. That's not cool. That's not a MAGA celebration just because Trump is the president at the time that happened. I guess. See, it's getting silly. That's not silly. That it just so happens to be the 250th anniversary of the country. And that's MAGA? How? It was going to be the 20. If it would have been a Democrat, that ain't Democrat either. Like, that's not no political party event, is it? See, that's where it gets silly. This is where the Democrats take a L. See, the Democrats, if they overdo the MAGA, if they start attaching MAGA to everything, that's going to be an L. That's going to be an L. Because how is this MAGA? Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out how is the 250th anniversary of the country MAGA? How is just MAGA because it happened to happen while Trump is the president? That's not making a lot of sense to me. So they just attaching MAGA to anything. The Democrats is looking real stupid. Because they should come out and say, no, this is not, has nothing to do with MAGA. This is the country's birthday. That's social media for you. That don't sound right. Like, how is that MAGA? What about that is MAGA? Nothing about that celebration is making America great again. Yeah, yes, they are. They're attaching it to just anything. It doesn't even make any type of sense. That doesn't make any sense. So now it makes sense. Hell yeah. Listen, man, who don't want to perform on the 250th anniversary of the country and go down in history? Who would pass that up? If you had a group, a music group, would you pass up performing on America's 250th anniversary where you could go down in history forever? I wouldn't pass that up over nothing. Would you pass that up on a business? Hell no. Big stakes, not only that, historically, that's going to go in historical record books, and they're going to always bring that up. You're going to go down in the record books. You're going to go down as they detail everything that happened. They'll be talking about you 100 years from now. You went past that. Ain't no way I would pass that up. And then that now I see because it's gonna be a lot of performers. Now I see. So he's not gonna be on stage with no Ja Rule. You know how many people gonna perform for that? I didn't know it was for the 250. Oh, that's gonna be big, big, big. That's not no little club thing. That's gonna be huge. I didn't know that. Why would ain't no way Fifth gonna pass that up? Why would he pass up the 250th anniversary of the he not performing for MAGA, he performed for the United States 250th birthday. Why would he pass that? I didn't even know all that. Ain't no way. Historically and all that. Man, ain't no way he gonna pass that up. You know what I'm saying? Hell no, I ain't passing that up either. That ain't got nothing to do with nobody. Trump just happened to be the president. This ain't got nothing to do with him. It was going to be the 250th anniversary no matter who the president is. Oh, that's going to be big. That's going to be big. That's good. That's good for them. You know how black people is. If it wasn't no black people performing, then y'all be saying, ain't no black people performing. There's black people performing. Now you got something else to say. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You're just all over the place. That's why you saying, okay, good, black people performing. Yeah, we foundational black Americans. Have some black Americans up there performing. Good to go. We saying we foundational, why we shouldn't be on the stage for the 250. Which is coming up in a few days, right? I forgot. So the 250 coming up on the 4th of July? Hold on. Oh, that's coming up this week. See, I ain't even in the loop. I ain't even loop. That just show you. I ain't even in the loop. Look, I'm out the loop totally. Oh, that's on a Saturday too? Hey man, get the hell out of here. That's on a Saturday? Oh man, it's all the way up. Oh hell yeah. Oh, it's all the way up. That's on a Saturday. That's on a Saturday. It's all the way up. I ain't celebrating with my money. I ain't celebrating shit till I get my reparations. Well, I wish I would. Well, I wish I would celebrate for you pay me. Man, the hell with the 250. Where my money? Boy, listen. Where's my reparations? So yeah, I'm gonna be live talking about reparations. I'm gonna think I'm gonna be on. Boy, I'm not finna be happy nothing. Boy, I'm not finna be happy shit. Where my money? Boy, I wish I would. Boy, I wish I would celebrate and you ain't paid me. Boy, listen, you got me effed up. You got me effed up. It's gonna go crazy over here Friday and Saturday. Oh, I'm going nuts. I gotta get me some sleep Friday because I'm finna be over here Saturday. I'm finna be reparations, NBA reparations, NBA reparations all day and night. Boy, it's gonna go down. Oh, y'all know I ain't got no sense. Y'all already know what I'm finna be on. I need to go get me, boy. I need to go get me some embroidery. I need me a hat say reparations, cut the check. I got to. Oh man, I'm slipping. I got to go to the embroiderer. Boy, I'm finna, hey, FBA, I'm finna be on 1,000. Boy, I'm not celebrating. Oh shit, it's finna go down. Y'all know, y'all already know. Y'all already know what I'm gonna be on. Cut the check. Boy, cut the check. You can't mistreat us and then think we gonna celebrate 250 years of disrespect. Because that's what it represents for us, 250 years of disrespect. Boy, listen. Boy, see, I'm working. I got a lot of stuff going on in my head in the sand. I don't know what's going on. I ain't know it's up Saturday. Oh, it's all the way up Saturday. Oh, it's all the way up. I'm going to have how many videos about reparation FBA? All my videos. Friday, Saturday, Sunday going to be reparation FBA. FBA and reparation, FBA, and FBA and reparation. All my videos. Boy, that's all I'm talking about. 250 years of disrespect. Cut the check. If you want to make it to 252 years for the Most High, tear this all up. I'm just saying, though. Boy, y'all should have told me that. Y'all should have told me that. It's the 250-year anniversary and they ain't pay me. Boy, pay me. I don't wear red, white, and blue. I know I don't mind FBA wearing red, white, and blue. That's cool. But I ain't worn red, white, and blue since 1978, 77. If you see me with red, white, and blue on, we got our reparations. You got to give my reparations. Yeah, you got to give me my reparations. You know what I'm saying? Then I'll put on some red, white, and blue. But if you don't give me my reparations, I'm not putting on no red, white, and blue. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's not happening. You got me effed up. But that's good. 50 of them going to get their bag. It's up to us to push what we pushing. That ain't up to them. We the revolutionaries. We the one pushing the line. So we just got to stand on what we standing on. You know what I mean? Oh, it's going to be up, though. It's going to be up. Every time I do FBA or reparations, I always do some other colors. I always do my own colors. Well, I do it. I don't do no red, white, and blue. I be doing red and black and gold. I don't do no red, white, and blue. You gotta pay me first. You pay me, I'll red, white, and blue up. But you don't pay me. Come on, man. Come on now. You gotta pay me. You pay me, I might put on some red, white, and blue. If you pay me. But if you don't pay me, what I look like celebrating a country that don't want to pay me? Boys, you crazy? Got to be. Man, listen, you got to pay me. I'm not putting them colors on unless you pay me. Sorry, not sorry. Ain't no way. Come on, man. Black people need to get some pride, some backbone. That's what I say. Yeah, but I'm glad I found all that out because 50 Cent, he right. He ain't gonna pass no opportunity like that. That don't even make no sense. Why would he pass that up? Come on now. Why would he pass that up? Make it make some sense. Ain't no way he's supposed to pass that up. Ain't no way. So I get it. I get it now. I get it. I get it. I see what's going on. That's a big deal. I didn't really pay no attention to all that stuff. You know, I'm out the loop. So I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? I'm out the loop. That's what I be pushing. This is the flag I be pushing. Yeah, this is the flag I be standing on. If they pay me, I'll change up the colors. But this is the flag. It's the flag I be promoting. I ain't really big on no red, white, and blue. You know, I just ain't really big on cheering for you until you pay me. I don't know. I ain't against nobody to do it though. I support all the brothers and stuff, whatever color flag. You know what I'm saying? If you do the red, white, and blue flag, you know what I'm saying? I support it. You know what I'm saying? I don't be going against no brothers and sisters. They grown. If this the flag you push, I support it. But they got to pay me first. They don't pay me. It's blacked out. It's red, black, and gold, boy. You got to pay me, boy. Well, you got to pay me. I ain't putting on no red, white, and blue. I'm going to just keep it real. When I was a revolutionary, I didn't wear red, white, and blue. Because I feel like red, white, and blue is disrespect to me. To me, it's disrespect. To me. Because you got to pay me, man. You can't just disrespect me like that. You know, you can't, pay me. You know what I'm saying? Pay me. You know, this is the colors I'm standing on. We trying to keep the pedal to the metal. You know what I mean? That's what I'm standing on. Period. That's what I'm standing on my soul. That's why when I started my company, Pay Black Americans, that's what I was standing on. That's why I made the company colors like that. Because I'm like, you got to pay me. You know, you can't disrespect me and disrespect my ancestors and think, I'm going to be cool with that. Like, I'm not going to be cool with that. No kind of way. I'm not going to be cool with that. So that's why that's why I made that's the colors for the company. I got some crazy merch coming. Ooh, in a couple of months. Ooh, wee. I just ain't been saying nothing. That's why I got to, I ain't with it. They got to pay me. I feel like that's after you pay me. I feel like that. That's why it's Pay Black Americans. Go check it out, www.payblackamericans.com. You know what I'm saying? On my soul. Like, pay me. You know what I mean? All right, that's it for that. Much love to 50 Cent. Go get your money. Victory.
Breaking news. New York has secured over $183 million in compensation for Holocaust victims and their heirs. Holocaust victims, reparations. Victims of the Japanese internment, reparations. Several Native American tribes, reparations. Even slave owners got reparations for owning people as property, but the enslaved didn't get reparations for generations of being owned as property. The history of reparations payments to those who suffered injustice and their heirs is as American as apple pie. But when it comes to the American descendants of slavery, those whose ancestors' unpaid labor built the economic backbone of the nation, when it comes to Jim Crow and black land theft in millions of acres, it's like reparations, what reparations? Everyone gets a ticket to the banquet, but when American descendants of slavery show up, the kitchen's closed.
Do you want to show the world that you support reparations for Black Americans? Well, get your reparations gear at Pay Black Americans at www.payblacamericans.com.